Hey Paxton, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for Concrete, in Englewood, Colorado. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get KP Concrete in front of the people searching for concrete services in the Denver metro area. Like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video. It is totally free. I would love some feedback on it, if you found it helpful, if it was clear, just so I can always keep improving, of course, and so I can answer any questions if you have them. Yeah, so let's just jump right in. So the first thing that I always check for when I audit a website, because it helps the 70% of people who are going to be on their phones, is whether or not you have a click to call phone number. So you do have your phone number displayed here at the top, which is nice. I would say that it should be bigger, and it should also be click to call. So you've got it actually as part of your logo, I see, as part of that image there. I would probably cut this image in two, make this one area, and then just make this something that you actually have. I like that for good concrete call. I think that's really special. I think it's cool. But I would maybe make it a bit bigger, say, for good concrete call here, and then have the large phone number there. Make sure that when someone clicks on it, it is linked to your phone number, so that makes it easier for people to go from curious to customer, as I like to say. And then the second thing is content. So how many words are on the page, and are they relevant to what you do? The amount of words is very little, I can tell right now. Beautiful pictures, by the way. I was staring at them for a little bit too long earlier. I spent like way too long looking at pictures. But there's not enough words here. I'm just going to be frank with you. So we really recommend to our clients that they have a minimum of 3,000 words on their homepage and 1,500 or more on their other pages. The reason for this is that Google sees content as king. Basically, Google thinks if you have lots of words on your page about a topic, you must be a subject matter expert. So it's going to push your result to further up in the results. And then also this last thing I want to cover on the homepage before I move on to keyword research, which is always fun. If I right click on an image, click Save Image As, there we go. This was saved as resized. So that's not really helping you. What you want to do is re-upload. Oh my gosh, there's so many pictures. You want to re-upload them, or at least as many as you can if you have time to do. And save them as key phrases that people are actually typing into Google each month when they're looking for your services in your service area. So I'll show you exactly how to find, these are so cool. I'll show you exactly how to find which keywords you want to use in a moment, but first I'm going to introduce you to the tool that I use. This is called Ahrefs. It gives us an in-depth look into how a website is performing. It's one thing for your website to look nice, which yours is beautiful, but it's a whole other thing for it to actually function as a lead generation machine, which is what I do with websites. So here is your UR and DR scores. Basically what these say are how trustworthy or credible does Google think that your web page is, so this exact one being your home page, and your entire website as a whole. So these are fairly low. Actually, they're quite low. They're fairly typical though. You definitely want to increase these scores, and how you do that is with those content and the images like I talked about, but also through these backlinks and referring domains. So a backlink is any link that goes to your website from any other website on the internet. A referring domain is a website that has one of those links to your site on it. So you've got 4 different websites pointing to your site, a total of 4 times, so obviously one on each site. And we can actually click on that and see what sites you've got pointing to yours, and they're fairly decent. This is your lowest rating one with a DR of 15, but it is related to your industry, so I say keep it. This is a pretty good lineup here. You definitely want to increase the amount that you have, but I want you to be careful when you do that, because low scores, usually I'd say a 15 is pretty low, but I mean, I see a lot of them that have zeros and stuff. Just be careful that low scores are not included on your list. Don't go out and get backlinks from websites that have really low DR, UR scores. And then also make sure that they're relevant to your site, to what you do. So having to do with, home improvement and, just, if it's related to your industry or not. Google has a pretty good idea of those kinds of things. And if you're linking from sites that have nothing to do with what you do, they're going to think, oh, they're just doing this to get the credibility, and this isn't legitimate, and it's not going to help you. So just be careful about that. And then one more thing I want to show you on your Ahrefs really quick is your organic keywords and organic traffic. So your organic keywords are how many words a person could type into Google and have you come up in the first 100 results. Now, unfortunately, being in the 11th spot is just about as bad as not existing at all, because almost no one goes past the first page before either finding something, a result that they like, or just giving up, or typing something else into Google. So you really have to be on that first page. That's how you could be showing up for these, but only getting 11 traffic. So if I look here, you are actually sitting in the first position and the 94th position for the same keyword is how this turned out. So that's kind of funky, a little bit different, but you're really only showing up for one keyword, even though it's showing two. So here are some keywords that you might be interested in showing up for. So what I look for in a keyword is something that you do, a place that you do it in, high volume, and low KD. So I'll go through those. So obviously a thing that you do, you want someone to be looking for your services. A place that you do it, you want them to be in the area. Now, of course, I've just put Denver here, but this also goes for, Englewood itself, or Colorado Springs if you want to go that far, etc. And then KD and volume. So volume's a little more obvious. It's how many people are typing that into Google on average each month. It's not really that obvious, but so that's going to be, the average amount of people that are typing this exact phrase the way that it's written exactly right here. So that's 250 each month. And then the KD stands for keyword difficulty. On a scale from 0 to 100, how difficult does Ahrefs, this tool I'm using, think it would be to get to the first page of Google? Now, a 13 out of 100 might sound really low, but it's actually a little higher than we like to go after for beginners. So we really like to go after 5 and below. And the reason for that is that it's just going to take a lot less time and effort, and let's face it, money, to rank for a keyword with a low keyword difficulty like this one versus a 13. This is totally doable. I see it happen. People take 13s all over the place all the time in my industry, but of course it's going to be harder for someone just starting out, and it's going to be a slower win. It's a marathon, right? Now, a keyword difficulty of 0 like this is still not going to happen overnight, because SEO doesn't work that way. It takes time. It just does. But it's going to take less time than the 13. So Concrete Patios Denver, I like this one a lot. It's got that low KD, and it's got a decent amount of traffic. 150 people are typing it into Google each month. So that's going to be the one that I focus on for this video. So if I type in Concrete Patios Denver into Google, this is what I get. Normally there's some ads at the top. They're not showing up. Doesn't matter. Most people just skip right past them anyway. And then down here we have the map pack. So MAP-PACK, map pack. It's kind of hard to enunciate on a video, but so what this is it's the top local results in the area. What you want to do to get up into this spot, which is a good place to be, is you want to look your own business up by name on Google. If you can't find it by just the name, try adding your phone number to the end of it as well. And there's probably already a Google My Business set up for your page. If you haven't actually claimed it yet, it probably already exists, or you might have to make one. But you want to make sure that your name, address, and phone number, specifically those 3 items, are absolutely correct. You want to fill out all the rest of the information too, but you want to make sure that your name, address, and phone number are spelled exactly the way you want it spelled all over the internet, because then you're going to take that information and you're going to plaster it all over different directories like Yext, CityStar, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook, anywhere that you can list your information as a business. And that's going to help boost you your credibility in the map pack and the local citations, and that'll help you get up into this here here, and that'll actually increase the amount of people going to your website. And now, trying to do this quickly. Then we come down here to the organic results. So this was exciting and all, but this is where it's at. So this first result on the organic results here will get statistically about 30% of all of the traffic. So of that 150 that come to, that typed Concrete Patios Denver on average each month, about 45 each month will probably click on this first one. About 20% will click on this one. So about 14, I don't know. I can't do quick math like that. I know the 45 one, but whatever 20% of it is here. So it's a little harder to play against the big boys like this, but we can go after this spot right here. This is another local business, and so what we can do is actually take a look at their website and go, what is it that they're doing right that we could do to get up there as well, and what is it that we can do better than them so that we surpass them and maybe even surpass Yelp, right? So first thing is content. How many words are on their page, and are they relevant to what they do? Looks like they're relevant on a quick scan. They have more content than you do, but they do not have that 3,000 word minimum that I was talking about. And then if I right click on their image here and click Save Image As, I can see that they're not taking advantage of the images the way that we were talking about, saving those images as those key phrases. They are not doing that either. So that's another way that we can get ahead. And then finally, if we throw them into this Ahrefs, right, we can see their scores. Their scores are a bit higher than yours right here. That's to be expected. They've got only 2 backlinks, 2 referring domains. They've got organic keywords, 56 of them. So this is kind of fun. We can go in here, click on their organic keywords and see what they're showing up for, and if any of them might be helpful to us as well. So like Concrete Patios Denver, that's the one that we were just looking at. But what about this one? Concrete Patio Denver. That is just the same exact thing except for without the S. And that's another 70 people typing that into Google each month as well. And then Denver Concrete Patio, there's another 20. And then here, I want to show you this. So refinishing concrete patios. This might seem like a great one. It's got 150 people searching for it, only 10 KD. The issue is it's missing the area. So because it doesn't have the area in it, that means that someone typing that in could be anywhere, and they could be looking for those services any place. So they could be in New York, they could be in California, but it's unlikely that they'll actually be in Denver. So you don't really want to spend a lot of time on or effort into trying to rank for those keywords when you could be focusing on these kind of keywords where you know they're in your area. Okay, so that's it. That's all that I have for you. Here's my phone number, here's my email address. Just a real quick recap for you. Increase the relevant content on your site. Make sure that you have 3,000 or more words on the home page, 1,500 or more on the other pages. Implement your backlinks and to rank for those high volume keywords like Concrete Patios Denver, and then add your citations, your name, address, and phone number to different directories, and make sure that they're spelled the same way as they are in your GMB or Google My Business listing. Get up into that map pack and get those visitors and get those calls, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something, and I also hope that you'll let me know the answers to those questions because I am curious about it. I look forward to talking to you soon, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.